Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Takes the three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
First points of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Bunga. No good with the triple. Lucic. That three off the mark. Pass to Davies. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Bunga. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Phil Jackson. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with the shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Fires for three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
From outside the arc. Kicks it out to Jones. Shoots it up. And he hits the jumper for 2. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got his second bucket. Here's Bunga. 6 points for him. It's good from long range. Bunga's gone an outstanding 3 of 4 from three-point territory. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Top of the key, and that's good for 2. Bunga's got 11 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
The three, and rebounded by Davies. Pass to Ntilikina. Davies, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Davies. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Pass to Bunga. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now Jones. Jacks up a 3. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's the 3. They get it again. It's Jones on the wing. Inside. Here's Davies. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. And here's the fast break. There's 21 seconds left in the first. There's the triple. Bonga hits the bucket. Bonga's got 14. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by 3. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
From downtown, it's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Pakusevsky. The three, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this will be more and more a part of his game, the more efficient he gets. Pokusevsky, a big who can shoot it.
Good on the three-point shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Pakusevsky. The three-pointer, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Now, here's Napier. Driving inside. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer on the way. Lundberg grabs the rebound.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Washington. Fires the three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team foul.
This guy's got a lean frame, but he is willing to mix it up. Draws the foul there. Nicely done, Alexei.
That one misses. And he nails the third.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Giffey, and that one is stuffed right through.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Pakusevsky. 5 points in the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
A tight game here in New York. Going inside, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. To the inside. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Napier.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Down low. Stolen away. And it's Pokusevsky, top of the key. The 3 ball. Drills the three-pointer. Pokusevski's got 8.
Wow, do you love to see the big man get out in transition, recognizing teammate makes a defensive play, let me get to the other end. Pokusevski, yes, sir.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Lundberg. 1:43 left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Now Pokusevski. 8 points for him. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Lundberg. From deep. The offensive rebound. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
The steal, and here's the break. Here's Pokusevski. Out to the wing. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Napier. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
From deep, Washington trains the three-pointer.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at center. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Pass to Bonga. Fires from deep. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Beyond the arc. Here's De Silva. Still yet to score. A three-pointer is right on target.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Away team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. Defended by Jones. They set the pick. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. So they take the lead.
Number 7.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Here's Bonga. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Defended by Jones. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 10. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
stripped it away. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Lucic into the lane. Count that one.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
There's Davies. They get it back. Pass to Bonga. 5 on the clock. Tries it again. There's the screen. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's Bonga. He's got 17. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Jones for three. To the left wing. Here's Davies. Nailed from three-point land. Davies has got his third basket of the night right there.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Outside Edwards. Pass to De Silva. Back to Edwards. Knocks down the three ball. 13 points in the game.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Here's Ntilikina. Edwards defending. Ntilikina looking it over. Jones nets for 2. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And so Jones nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Bonga. 17 points in the game. Oh, trying for it. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Fires for 3. Sinks the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
19 seconds left to play here in the third. Ntilikina tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's De Silva. Puts up a 3. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Leading by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish.
Solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Pass to Pokusevski. Defended by Pokusevski. Napier with it. Washington's on him. And the basket by Napier.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Lundberg. Napier covering. There's a good screen. Washington passes to Pakusevski. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
He's covered by Washington. Picked off in midair. Pass to Pakusevski. There's the three. No good that time.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here we go, one-on-one. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Off target with the open look.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Giffey misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And the foul on Pokuševski. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Now here's Napier. He's covered by Washington. Now here's Napier. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
And the home team has possession. Down by 12. They need this one. Hands it from downtown.
I'd love to see Alexei Pokuševski put it on the deck under control and then rise and fire once he stops.
For three, Edwards. Pokuševski grabs the miss. Edwards gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Takes a three. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Pakusevski's gone only 3 of 10 here from the floor. Lets the three fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Number 13.
21 points in the game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
.102 left to play here in the fourth. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fades. That shot, no good.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Puts up a deep three. Bonga pulls it in. Got a hand on it. He's got a clear path. Misses the jumper, and they can't get anything on the break.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was,
basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
There's the three. Six to shoot. From deep. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Bunga. And the three-pointer goes.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Defended by Jones. Fires the three. That shot missing. Here's Bunga. There's the triple. The shot won't fall. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Defended by Jones. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
For 3. And no good.
Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And it's Bunga missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's the pick. Sinks it from distance.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Shot to stop the run. Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Bunga. No good with the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Tries the spin move. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Jones. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Bunga. To the wing, right side. Pass to Ntilikina. Fader on the way. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Fires from deep. Great positioning on the putback.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
On the wing, Jones. To the inside. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Defended by Jones. Right wing. The 3 ball. Doesn't go in. 2 for 4 in this game. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From outside, off the mark. He got it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Pokashevsky. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Pokashevsky's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. He's guarded by Washington. Out to the right wing. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That one on Pokashevsky. So it's the home team now. 17-point game. To the right side. Knocks down the long J.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
He's guarded by Washington. There's a screen. Here's Teodosic. Releases. The rebound by Lundberg.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
From outside the arc. No good. Here's Teodosic. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Teodosic. No made baskets yet. Good. So it's the home team now. They trail by 16. Here's Lundberg. Pass to Pokashevsky. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Counted from distance.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
He's guarded by Washington. Here's Nedovic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 6 points for him.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky from behind the arc. It's not going to go for him. There's a minute 54 left to play in the second quarter. Pokashevsky covering. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The three is up. Fires in the triple.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fires the three. That shot, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Shoots from the baseline. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanted to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Here's Teodosic. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first half.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky. The three. Missed it. 3 for 6 now. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Launches a three. Doesn't go that time.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Alexei Pokusevski. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
20 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Teodosic. Up in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached halftime in this one. They lead by 13. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Come one, come all.
You take a look at the visitors. These guys are BTH, big time hungry.
Ooh, I like that, and I'm certainly glad.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the visiting team.
The defense should get a...
And that is going to do...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Alexei Pokusevski.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Great open look there. He's got 5.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Bonga. The quick look, no good that time. Bonga has gone 1 of 5 from the field. Defended by Jones. It's rebounded by Ntilikina. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Nails it from 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Fires, high post. It's good. Here's Bonga. Pass to Ntilikina. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Let's go with a 3. They get it again. He drops it from range. Give him 8.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Bonga gets the bucket.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
He takes it in. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
4 on the clock. 4-3. Drops in the 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's the 3.
Out of bounds. The ball goes to the away team.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. He shoots a 3. The shot misses. Lets it go from deep. Pure from three-point range. Bonga's got 7 points here in the quarter. Bonga has gone 4 for 9 from the field. They set a pick. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's the triple. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Defended by Jones. Shot from the top of the key. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's Bonga missing. Bonga is gone, only 2 of 7 from outside the arc. From the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pass to Pokashevsky. Puts up a 3. That one no good. Here's Nedovic. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Pokashevsky with it. Off the mark there with a 3. Takes the 3. The shot comes out.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The 3. Buries it from 3. Pokashevsky's gone 3 of 7 from outside the arc. Puts up a deep 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Washington passes to Pokashevsky. From downtown, drills it from deep. Pokashevsky's got 6 here in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Takes a 3. Unable to get that one.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And they're on the run. Hits the trifecta.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Launches it. It doesn't go for him. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Teodosic misses the 3.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
2 points. That one goes.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
3-pointer. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of just can't seem to find his confidence.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
There's a screen. Fires for three. Knocks it down from distance.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Fires away from way outside. The rebound by Lundberg. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Almost had a chance at a 4-point play.
First team foul.
He makes the first of three, and that brings him within 10. He makes the second free throw, and that brings him within single digits. And so he's good on all three free throws, and that brings him within 8. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter here. Fires from way outside. No luck on that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Pass to Washington. Stripped away. Puts up a deep three. Kept alive. Here's Teodosic. Three-pointer. That one is off.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Laces one from three. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
There's Cannon with the three. That shot no good. To the left side wing. There's the pick. Off target with his three. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And the basket is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's good from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cannon's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Edwards. Takes it inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got 5 now. Here's Cannon. The teardrop falls in.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to De Silva. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Cannon looking over the floor. No good on the 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there. Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's Edwards. Off on the layup. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. And here's the fast break. For the 3. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
And it's good for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Cannon. He's got 5. It's deflected, and that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Stolen away. Lucic. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Misses from the corner. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
There's the triple. He can't get that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. They're up by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Allen boy, and he jams it with authority.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Snatched away. Pass to Nedovic. Driving to the basket.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Tries to hit him. That's tipped. Here's Napier. No scoring in this one. Spins. For 3. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's the screen. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the inside. Stolen. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From outside the arc, connects from three-point range.
They are heating up, percolating here in the second quarter, letting it fly from distance.
Here's Nedovic, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nedovic has got 7 points in the game. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Napier. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Bowen boy. It's blocked. 3-on-3. Trains it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Fires the 3. And Nedovic pulls it down. Here's Bowen boy. That shot off the mark.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Drills the three-pointer.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Lets it go with the 3. And he drives in.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
.44 seconds left in the first half of the game. To the wing on the left. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Unable to get that one.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And good that time.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Napier. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
First team foul.
Free throw dropped for Napier.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Cannon. He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first half. They lead by 14. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the home team. And that'll do it for halftime.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The high post shot, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Now here's Edwards.
Away team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they've started out slow. It's not for a lack of want to. It's just the way the roster is composed. They have as many questions on that roster as they have answers.
The shot's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Good on the three-point shot. Cannon's got 11.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pushing it up. From the arc, cranes the three-pointer. Cannon's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Pass to De Silva. To the wing right side. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of it.
To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Those three-pointers off the mark. Tipped away. Down low. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And here we go. That one doesn't drop. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Second team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Edwards drives in to the left side wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And it's blocked. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 11. There's the pick. There's Cannon with the three. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's the three. They get the rebound. Out to the wing. Here's De Silva. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Knocks it loose. Up in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Away team foul. Their third personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 3, Isaiah Cannon.
On defense, the visitors. 7-point differential. Here he goes to the inside. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, third team.
On Friday. Then on Friday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams that are going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
It's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
There's the drive. Drops in the layup for two. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Nedovic. From outside, off the mark. Nedovic has got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. The 3-ball. The shot misses. Nedovic has gone 1 of 5 from deep. Pass to Napier. Out left to the wing. Puts up a 3. Teodosic grabs the miss. And they're moving it up. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Five to shoot. Here's Napier. From downtown, drills it from outside.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Count that bucket.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Teodosic. Nifty move. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Out to the right wing. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
There's Cannon with the 3. No good on that one. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Pass to Napier. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
On the top of the key, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Checking in for your home team, Da Silva, number 13.
46 seconds left in the game. Here's Teodosic. Kalinic. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Knocks down the three. They get a hand on it. And so here's the home team. They've led by as many as 14 points. From deep three-point territory. No good there. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Sometimes you like to see guys go with the bounce pass, threading it through there perfectly.
Pass to Ntilikina. It's stolen. And here comes the break. Sinks the tray.
Bit of a picture-perfect start here to this game. They've connected on all three looks.
Can they get it? And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized four who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And down it goes. 2 points. He's got 5.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Bonga. Fires the 3. First shot won't go. To the middle. Here's De Silva. Out left to the wing. From behind the arc. The rebound by Bonga.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Bonga has gone 1 for 2 from deep. Outside Edwards. Up and in on the layup. Edwards has got 5 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Bonga. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
He does not get the second one. And he nails the third. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Edwards. And the shot goes. Edwards has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Defended by Jones. Driving inside. Over to the wing. There's the 3. On target from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And it ends up out of bounds. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And so far, they've done a great job of preventing points in the paint.
Defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Counted. 7 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Ntilikina, the pass to Jones from outside the arc. Oh, swiped away. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fast break, here we go. The 3 ball, deflected, and he's able to get it back. Here's Bonga. And the 3 off target.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 9.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And he goes in for the dunk.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
No good. Unable to win this run. For 3. Can't get it to drop. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And the three-pointer goes.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
Pokashevsky covering. Here's Napier. 5 on the clock. From deep. Jones grabs the board.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And it's good. Napier.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pokashevsky the miss.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Defended by Jones. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Misfires on the corner three. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Napier, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Napier's got his second bucket on the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
That one falls. Napier's got 6 in the quarter.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Beyond the arc. Pokashevsky the miss. Jacks up a 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Lundberg. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pokashevsky covering, and he dunks it down.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play. He's so good at getting to the rim, maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And stolen by Napier. In transition. The 3 is up. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Napier with it. Washington's there, and it's good. Napier's got 8.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lets the 3 fly. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. This one for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just...
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the home team.
The way...
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Fires from deep. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh my! What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
That's impressive.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway. And the basket by Edwards.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
A defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Here's Bonga. De Silva with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jones feels it out. 3-pointer. He buries it from 3. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. Can't hit from the corner. Here's De Silva. He's got 5. Off with the layup.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. From the high post. Count it. He has 6.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Bonga. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Oh, you Gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Let's go with a three. And it's Bonga missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
De Silva uses the glass on the layup. De Silva's got 7.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Bonga. The three-pointer off the mark.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Lets the three fly. That shot off. They set the screen. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Pass to De Silva. Defended by Jones. Gets the three to fall.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Bonga, pass to Ntilikina. The three is up. The shot off that time. Edwards for 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Ntilikina. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he drops the first.
Team foul. Edwards.
Both good from the line that time. 29 seconds left in the third. Pass to De Silva. The three. The rebound by Bonga. Bonga has got 5 rebounds in the game. Launches it from deep. He's off on that one. The three is up. Gets the 3 ball to go. 16 points for him.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Washington, and it's Pokashevsky in at power forward.
And Poku making better and better decisions with the basketball.
Left side, Napier. Well, Brendan, a players' league, you think there's a point at which players have too much say?
Well, I don't know, B.A. I think it's always a fine line between what it is that both management and ownership is trying to do. This is entertainment after all. But you got to lean into the players. You got to lean into the personalities. And as long as there's a respect for both of those areas, the league and the game will continue to grow.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
He shoots it. Napier, no good.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
On Thursday, and then on Friday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up. But quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. A quick shot there. It's off target. Defended by Jones. They get it back. The three from Washington hits the three-pointer.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
From downtown, it's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Shot is up. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
He can't get it to go. And they're running. Takes the three. Connects from downtown.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Here's Napier. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Puts up a 3. Lundberg's shot is off. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And Pokashevsky gets it to go.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, no good. One side has dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play. And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. That shot off. Fires away from way outside. Doesn't go that time.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, the bloopers, right?
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from way outside. He can't hit that time. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One.
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Cannon. Takes the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Right side Jones. No good on the triple. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Over to the left wing. Rocket 6. Sinks the triple.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Here's Bunga. No good from the wing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
He gets it in there. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Stolen. Cannon looking over the floor. Fires the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Davies. Intercepted. Fast break. Here they come. He tries for 3. Pass to Cannon. Fires from deep. And Jones pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bangs home the trifecta. Bunga's got 5 now.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
From deep. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Inside. There's Davies. And it falls over the rim and in. Here's Cannon. Launches it. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Bunga, no good. Bunga's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Cannon from long range. Bunga pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And just miss after miss right now. 1:04 left in the first quarter of the game. Davies with the bucket.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Here's Cannon. Here's the screen. The tray. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the left wing. Here's Bunga. Off target from outside. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Cannon. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cannon's got 6 points. Jones dishes to Jones. Here's Ntilikina. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Cannon. 6 points for him. And he converts the layup.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Leading by 3. The second quarter coming up right. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
They set the screen. No good from outside. Pass to Nedovic. Here's Boy. The three. Nedovic misses. Now Pokuševski. And it's off from three-point range. Here's the break. Kalinic. A three-pointer off the mark. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Nailed from three-point land.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Teodosic. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Rebounded by Boy.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Dos Santos. And the three off target. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the break. Here's Nedovic. Good on the triple. Nedovic has got 6.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
A shot by Lundberg, no good. Dos Santos hits the three-point bomb. 6 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Pokuševski, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Back to Teodosic. Dos Santos, he's covered by Washington. Shot clock at 6 from past the arc. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success on the glass more than size.
They get it back. Boy. Pass to Nedovic. Kalinic. Offline with his 3.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Here's Lundberg. And the three ball is good. Lundberg's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Picked him clean. And they're running. Kalinic. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Shoots. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Teodosic has got 5 points now this quarter. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And that about wraps it up. And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Jones, the pass to Ntilikina. Can't tie it up as that one misses. They've got Jones. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Bonga in at the small forward. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Pass to Jones. Shoots. Bonga, no good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Jones kicks to Ntilikina. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. This one for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. He's got 9.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Davies, the pass to Bonga. A fader. That shot missing.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
There's Cannon with the 3. Bonga pulls it in.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Jones, no luck. Cannon from long range. And Jones pulls it down.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the left side wing. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Davies has gone 1 of 4 from distance. Over to the left wing. Here's Cannon. He's got 8. Hands it from downtown. Cannon's got 11 points.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Pulls up. Not wasting any time in taking the shot and knocking it down. On the wing, Jones. Hasn't made one yet.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Beyond the arc. The putback. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Out left to the wing. Milikina passes to Davies. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The 15-footer. Cannon can't hit.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Hits it from three-point range.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
To the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray. Cannon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Jones, no luck. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They set the pick. Cannon can't hit. Bonga deciding where to go with it. The 3. A shot, no good. Here's Cannon. Jacks up a 3. And the 3-ball is good. He has 5. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up 11. And we're coming. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Here's Teodosic. Dos Santos. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Lundberg with the shot. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Kusevsky misses the 3. Kusevsky's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. It's stolen. Here's Nedovic for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Kusevsky. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
Kalinic bangs home the trifecta.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Kusevsky can't hit.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Dos Santos They grab their own miss. Now, here's Washington. Not a lot of room. Rebounded by Boy. Kalinic, defended by Pokusevski. Pass to Teodosic. Here's Boy. Kalinic, good on the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Fires from way outside. No good.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that? Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
And no good that time.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot. Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
From deep three-point territory. A rebound by Washington. 56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Right wing. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Misses the deep three-point attempt. Takes the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. $16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. That shot off. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown...
The end of the week, Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Edwards, beyond the arc. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And there's the drive, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. First quarter of play, a minute in. They set the pick. And he buries his first look. Shot clock at 6. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the bucket is good.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Oh, swiped away. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the wing, right side. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
No good on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
And Allie, thanks. We've got 1:23 left in the opening quarter. There's a screen. Ooh, it's stolen away. Launches it. Sinks it from distance. He has 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
56 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
The ball goes to the away team.
To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. And the three-pointer goes.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
To the left wing. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
There's 6 seconds left now in the first quarter. Right wing for 3. The shot misses. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Fires in the triple.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Outside Napier. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Nedovic. Out to the right wing. Cuts off the pass. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First free throw is good.
Number 22, taking 2 shots.
Good on both. Here's Teodosic. Still without a bucket. The 3. Nails it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Baseline jumper. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds. On Monday and then on Thursday. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Offensive rebound.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First team foul.
Going inside.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. And there's a pick. Here's Nedovic. Got a hand on it. Here's the break. Takes a 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Napier. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Two shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The quick look, no good that time.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
6 on the shot clock. Off target at the rim.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To stop the run. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of this game. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. They set a pick. And it's all from three-point range.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. Just misread that pass completely.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Teodosic. No good from outside.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Second personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line.
The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Gets it off. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
Welcome to halftime. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
There's plenty on the line in this game. This establishes the pecking order.
Yeah, but it may just come.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the home team.
If they think they'll...
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew.
So we conclude the first half. Up 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Edwards. No luck on that one.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Driving in. 4-3. The shot no good. Edwards gone 1 for 3 on the night. Can't nail the jumper. From the arc. Here's De Silva. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. De Silva's got his third bucket of the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
And the shot goes in. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Gets it down to single digits.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And here's Edwards outside.
Blocking foul called. Crvena. First personal foul. First team foul.
Out to the right wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires for three.
And boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. From outside the arc, drains the triple.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
And there's the screen. Lets it go from deep. Up again. De Silva with the rebound. Now here's Edwards. Tightly guarded. Pass to De Silva. 1:53 left to play in the third quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Off target with the three. Launches a three. No good there. And here's the fast break. Outside Edwards.
I see you.
.110 left in the third quarter here. Connects from downtown. 11 points in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Pass to De Silva. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And he drops the first.
Number 7 at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Off target from three-point range.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
From deep. Drops in the three.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Nedovic. This one for three. Sinks the tray.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The shot comes out, and here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up 11, and we're coming right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Teodosic. Drills it from deep.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Here's Napier. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
He's guarded by Napier.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. They've led by as many as 14. Teodosic. Shots blocked.
And I don't know why they're still shooting threes. It's not paying off for them. Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Here's the three. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Gets the three to fall.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
There's the three. It doesn't go for him. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Off target from outside. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3.
No defender within 5 feet of him. Just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's Napier. And he banks in the layup.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Three-pointer, no good. And he drives in. And a nice finish on the layup.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
So it's the home team now. A 12-point game. Teodosic from deep three-point land. No good that time. The second chance points on the tip-in.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Nedovic. Fires the three. It's tipped. Outside Napier.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The quick look, no good that time. Here's Nedovic. He's guarded by Napier. He drops it from range.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Pure from three-point range.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 9 left in the final quarter. 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Off target with the three. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
A deep three. De Silva with the rebound. Puts up a deep three. Not going to go that time. Oh, ripped away. The three ball. The shot, no good.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
For three, hits the trifecta. Wing shot on the way. Deflected, and they recover it. The visiting club takes the win on the road. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time